I'm a little shorter. Wow, what a tremendous, tremendous feeling it is to know that everyone who is here cares and cares deeply about the people that we house and people that we serve. What an overwhelming warmth. As Greg said, it took a lot of power, a lot of financial power, it took a lot of faith, and a lot of willpower to get us where we are, to get this building built. And then there have been folks who have come in and out of our day-to-day lives that made this more than just a building. It made it a home. And so, in no particular order, I'd like to mention some folks who really have gone above and beyond. First, I'd like to acknowledge Butcon Construction. They were the builders of this beautiful building, and in particular, Danny Costa, Mark Ferguson, Fernando Costa, and Mark Rollins, for taking plans and making this beautiful building. Thank you. During this process, we recognized that we could not be a project manager, and so we went out to our community and we entered into a development agreement with a longtime partner, Dixon Hall, and in particular Kate Stark and David Raycraft, and our development consultants, Larry Webb and John Harstone. Thank you. And our dear friends at the city who helped us along the way, Phil Brown, Sean Gadden, Eric Hunter, Simon Liston, Richard Marshall, many who are here today. And to HouseLink, who is our property management, Brian Davis is here, and members of his board. Our various elected officials who really assisted us in pushing this through in a number of different ways, Bob Ray, Glenn Murray, and again, Councillor Pam McConnell. And then we ran into this wonderful architectural group that was with us right from the very beginning, Hilditch Architects, who took our dream and made wonderful plans and then saw it all the way through. And in particular, I'd like to thank Steve and Ken and Charles and Ahuva Wood for taking our dream and making it a reality. What beautiful work. And then round about a year ago, we ran into this young interior design group called Public Displays of Affection. A group of 30-somethings who had a vision to work with our community and to develop wonderful, beautiful works of art that really add to the warmth that you feel here the minute you walk in the door. And so thank you to Public Displays of Affection, and in particular Parmel, Catherine, and Renee, and Jeremy. And to Ralph Hicks, who keeps the best secrets. Ralph and I met several months ago, and Ralph came to me with some ideas. And when he touched it, a couple of the ideas surrounded oak trees. You can imagine how important they are to this organization. But then he showed me the concept of helping hands. And I felt right there and then that was absolutely right. It was the right thing to have here with us. He kept that secret. I asked him not to tell anybody what we were doing. And somehow or another, we were able to get so many people to come and have their handprints casted. And what a tremendous, beautiful piece of work we have, art in the front of our building that will welcome everybody who walks through our doors. Ralph, I can't thank you enough. There are some folks that I really need to point out this evening. some folks who have moved heaven and earth to make things possible. And I'd like Doug to join me, and Tracy if he's around. And if Tracy isn't around, that's okay. Is Tracy here? Tracy. I asked Doug and Tracy to come up here because Doug and Tracy are residents here at 40 Oaks and continue every day to give back to this organization. I'd like to ask Ann and Marilyn, Ann McDermott, Marilyn Wright, to come up, please. This is a small token of our appreciation. These were designed by Ralph. There is no way that we could ever thank the two of you for everything that you've done. Thank you so much. On behalf of all of us, please accept these small gifts.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I think they want a group shot, so you have to come up here. I think they want to stop the cries first. Okay, Greg, come on up. Now I have two more thank yous, and then I'm going to wrap it up. I want to thank Greg Clark, who didn't give me the challenge of making the Toronto Maple Leafs win a cup. For that, I'm thankful.
But if anybody could do it, you could do it.
But I could do it because of Greg. Greg has been a tremendous support to me and to this organization. Words can't express how I'm feeling right now. This is really overwhelming. But thank you so much. And one more person, and that's the visionary. That's Paul Dowling. If he could come forward. Paul has been a constant reminder to all of us why this is so important. I didn't want to get emotional, but I can't help it. Paul has been the reminder every day why this is important, why creating housing is important, why giving people an opportunity is important. And I don't have a plaque for you, but I have something different. If you'll come over here just for 1 second, Paul. Paul, this was reclaimed out of the old building. And I wanted to save it. I wanted to give it some tender, loving care and be able to ensure that you had this wonderful piece of work that is oak with an oak tree and oak stain, so that it'd be a constant reminder of the wonderful work you have done.
Debra refinished this table herself, and Paul, there's a little piece of herself in there because when she was limping at the board meeting, it's because she dropped something on her toe and cut herself for 8 stitches.
Some blood, sweat, and tears in there. Thank you. And thank all of you. Thank all of you for being involved and for continuing your involvement, I hope, for years to come. There will always be, unfortunately, a housing crisis in our city. It's not time to give up and say that we've accomplished something. We have accomplished this great feat. So much more to do. And it's going to take a village to make that happen. Here at the CRC, we have this new home, a new opportunity. And by our opportunity means that it's opportunity for those who live here, our community at large, and for each one of you. And so I encourage you not to just walk away at the end of this fabulous evening, but to stay involved, because all of our voices united can make a huge difference. My final thank you is to the organizing committee, and in particular Ruth and Shauna, for this tremendous event. We've built a home. Congratulations.